Alright everybody, thank you for coming back to the channel. We wanted to do this quick video today. We're going to do the top 10 common cards here for you guys. These are from the new set. The set of course is called Wilds of Eldraine. Alright, so let's take a look. Here's the first card that I think is a really good card. This is a top 10 card for the uncommons. This one is called Johann Stopgap. This is a nice one. It's a nice defensive card. You can read over here, return an opposing Vanguard support to its owner's hand. If you can't, return the first opposing creature to their owner's hand. If you can't, return a random opposing support card to their owner's hand. Then you get to draw a card, and if you use that bargain ability, you can get that card that comes up in the draw and you get 6 mana added to your hand, right? So that's good. This is a nice card that helps you to play some defense, and if you choose to use that bargain ability, you get 6 mana added to your hand. So that's really good. I think this is a good card. I really like this one here. Alright, here's the next one. This is Warehouse Tabby. Warehouse Tabby, I have to say, I really like this card, and I like a lot of these cards that have this Rat Swarm ability. I'll show you what Rat Swarm is. Alright, Rat Swarm is a support card. It's a rat enchantment with 1 shield. It says this support cannot be reinforced. At the beginning of combat on your turn, deal 1 damage to your opponent's planeswalker. Alright, so you get to do 1 damage. Now, that might not sound like a whole lot, but because this card cannot be reinforced, you can put a whole lot of them, and I'm going to guess that every single one of them is going to be able to do some damage for you. I gotta say, I haven't played with the Rat Swarm yet, so I'm just kind of thinking about how it should go and, you know, kind of speculating there, but if it works correctly like this, it should be pretty nice. Alright, so you get the Rat Swarm ability here. It says when an enchantment you control is destroyed, create a Rat Swarm. Alright, so what you can figure out if you're kind of paying attention is that you play the Rat Swarm. When this card is destroyed, right, it would count as an enchantment that is destroyed, and you'd be able to put another Rat Swarm in its place. So that's really good. We want to have a lot of those Rat Swarms, as I mentioned, because we want to be able to put as many of them as possible and get all that damage done as possible, as much as possible. Alright, it says when you match a black gem by swap, this creature gets Death Touch. Kind of unimportant. It's a nice addition there, but really what you want is the Rat Swarm. Right, here's another one. Iriet's Whisper. I like this one. It says your opponent discards the first 2 cards from their hand. That's really nice. I like cards that allow you to get rid of the first 2 in your opponent's hand. And that's really because when they're paying off these cards, you know, a lot of times they're right about ready to pay them off, and if you're able to drop this card here, you'll be able to take out that first card, and in this case the second card as well. So it's really nice because you're able to kind of play some good defense by taking out some of these cards that they were trying to pay off. Alright, so that's cool. That's a big part of this. There's another piece over here. I kind of won't go into that. It gives the Wicked roll to another creature, but you know, you can use that as you need to. Alright, here's the next one, Leaping Ambush. This one I really like. This one is one that gives you some defense. It gives you reach over here, as you can see. So a lot of times what I'll use this for is I'll play it on a card that maybe has, I don't know, Death Touch or prevent damage, and then you'll see that it can pretty much block everything and kill a lot of cards. Alright, Leaping Ambush. Here's the next one, Wicked Visitor. When an enchantment you control is destroyed, your opponent loses 3 life. I kind of like this one with the Rat Swarm idea, right? If you got these Rat Swarms out there, they're, of course, enchantment cards. When you have those enchantments and they are destroyed, as kind of I showed you, right, with the Tabby that we had earlier, that card will bring them back, but this card will help you to deal damage to your opponent. So you kind of can see that that's really one of those, I guess, really good features in this new set here, and I really do like the Rat Swarm. Alright, here's the next one, Cut In. Cut In, it says over here, it's a spell card, deal 4 damage to the first opposing creature. Target creature you control gains the role Young Hero. I like this Young Hero role. I'll click on it here. It doesn't really say much. You kind of have to read the support card that comes down with this Young Hero, but you're able to buff your creatures with the Young Hero role. And I think that's one of the better roles that you can have in this game if you decide to play with a role. Young Hero is definitely a good one. You want to make sure all the creatures get the Young Hero to kind of maximize that effect. Alright, here's the next one, Voracious Vermin. This is one that I really like here, again, because of the Swarm token ability. It says when this creature enters the battlefield, create a Rat Swarm token. That's those Swarm tokens that we really like. It says when a creature you control dies, this creature gets 1/1. When a Rat Swarm token you control is destroyed, this creature gets 1/1. So you kind of can see that there's a lot of, I guess, that synergy that a lot of players want, right? That combo that a lot of players are looking for. You destroy the Rat Swarm token, this guy will get a nice buff. The other cards that I showed you, a lot of them will do damage to the opponent. A lot of them will put another Rat Swarm token into play so that you can do it all again. And you can kind of see that this is kind of going somewhere, right? This Rat Swarm ability is really a good one. So I encourage you guys to play with it, and I'm going to be doing that as well. Alright, here's the next one, Rhyme for Reindeer. This is a elk creature. It says when an enchantment enters into play under your control, target creature gains stun counter 1. I'm kind of thinking this one can also go with the rat tokens, right? That Rat Swarm, because that's going to count as an enchantment. I'll kind of show you real quick. You can see here again as I'm pointing this out, right? Rat enchantment. So it does count as an enchantment. And whenever an enchantment comes into play, as you can see here, a target creature will get stun counter 1. So you can kind of see where we're going with this, right? You have this creature down, you're playing rat tokens, those Rat Swarm tokens, and you're able to use that stun counter ability here to hopefully stun all your opponent's creatures. And that's going to help you a lot. So I do like this card a whole great deal. Here's the next one, Charm Clothier. This is a nice one too. It comes with that roll ability. It says when this creature enters the battlefield, target creature you control gains Royal Rolled. That's another one that I kind of like. It allows you to drain mana from your opponent's hand. That's kind of one of those that's going to be helpful. I can foresee it to be anyway. Alright, here's the next one. The very last one. This is 10 out of 10. And I should probably mention that these are coming out in no particular order. Here's one that I really like. Slumbering Keep Guard. Alright, this is a creature, a human knight. When an enchantment enters play under your control, for each enchantment you control, this creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Okay, so there you go again, a big buff that you can get if you're using those Rat Swarm tokens. I kind of see the Rat Swarm as one of the pillars of this next set, and I think it's going to be really good. I'm excited to play it. This creature here, the Slumbering Keep Guard, is one of those that just makes it so powerful. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Check out the rest of the videos that I'm going to post. I'll do one for every rarity as I kind of always have been. And we look forward to your feedback. Please like and subscribe. This helps the channel. And that's it. Good gaming.